They were pleased. They were very pleased. They smiled, giggled like little schoolgirls. People have been surprised, but I think once people listen to the record more, they'll realize that the songs aren't really as different as they thought they were the first time. I think if you listen to it more, it kind of starts smoothing itself out, and it just doesn't. To me, at least, it doesn't. They don't seem as bizarre after you listen to them more times. I think a lot of my favorite records I've ever gotten, some of them the first time you listen to it, you don't like it, and you think it's not really working, but then the more you listen to it, it's like it just comes back to you. Like, I remember the first time I heard Curtis Mayfield, I thought it was kind of boring. I just didn't like it. I wasn't ready for it. And now he's like one of my favorite musicians of all time. A lot of people are raised in very strict religious upbringing and stuff like that. Not everybody, but just if you're raised in a very strict religious upbringing, but your inner feelings don't really agree with that, that's tough to deal with. If you're brought up in a way or a place that religion and these strict set of rules and moral codes and ethics and stuff that you're taught to believe are right, but you don't agree with them and you don't see it that way, it's tough for you to deal with that and to become your own person, and accept other people not accepting that. And it's just a scary and a confusing thing, I guess. It's easier to just accept some religion or some code of ethics or something and just accept it as true just because somebody says you should, rather than thinking about it and wondering, is it right or wrong, or are these things they're saying, do they really make sense for me? Do they really apply to me? And questioning that kind of stuff, I get wrapped up and confused. Well, yeah, I was raised Catholic. I went to Catholic grade school and Catholic high school and stuff like that. And, I just find, and I'm not even like anti-religion or anti-Catholic or whatever, like if people want to be Catholic, that's fine with me, or any religion, I personally can't understand believing in something that can't be proved, or just believing in something just because somebody tells me to believe in it if my heart doesn't really follow it. Like, I was raised that way, but my heart didn't follow it. I went to church and I didn't really understand what they were getting at. And some things are great, like you look at the Ten Commandments, and that's awesome. Those rules are great. You shouldn't kill anybody, you shouldn't have sex with your friend's wife, there's things that you shouldn't do that totally make sense. But then there's other backwards ways of dealing with things that just don't make sense to me. And how much religions fight each other and hate each other, and how many wars have been waged in the name of religion and stuff like that. It seems so backwards, when I feel like religion is supposed to be about love and community and some sort of an understanding. It seems like more often than not, it just ends up with people fighting and arguing that they're right and I'm right and all this, So, I don't know. I just am at a point in my life where I just can't understand any of it. I was raised good. I had a good family, and I was brought up in a really cool way. But it just wasn't for me. Like being raised Catholic or whatever, that sort of religious thing just doesn't work for me personally. And I'm not even saying it's wrong, but I just don't understand it personally.